issue a eviction notice, a discharge notice tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that'll give you 15 days.
Mm-hmm.
But we are responsible for finding alternative placement.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've done that, but that doesn't include Bella. And
Right.
you and I know, we've already talked about it, that that's not what you want to do.
Yeah.
But the law doesn't require us to find placement for her. It requires us to find placement for you.
Right.
So before they push that, because APS is on board, everybody's on board, the police department who has animal control, they're on board. Before we push that,
Well, I'll walk.
I want to.
I will leave.
Well, that's
by
fine.
myself.
You have the right to do that.
Oh, I know.
That's totally
before
fine.
I give up my dog,
Yeah.
I will sleep in the ditch and freeze to death.
Well, I'm just letting you know that if that's the case, animal control will not allow you to keep her homeless.
Well, I know that, but I have
So-
the right to do what I want, even if it's leaving here.
Right.
That doesn't mean I am going to freeze to death. I'm just.
Yeah, we're
I
just
probably
talking.
shouldn't be talking like this
No,
right
I
now
think it's
because
important
I don't
to.
feel good. And
I think it's important to talk because I didn't want it to come across as aggressive, because it'll come across as aggressive when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because lawyers had to draw it up and
Oh,
all
I
that.
know. It's
But
bullshit.
I
That's
know
why
that you were planning on looking into moving in with her, and that looks
And we're
like
still
that's going to
talking.
be,
We're still talking.
well, that looks like that's going to be the only way for you to keep Bella.
Well,
So,
that's not how it's going to happen.
because even if you
So-
walk out and you decide to be homeless,
No, she's
animal
my
contr-
emotional service animal.
I understand that.
And I have the right to have her with me.
But animal control won't allow
I-
that if you're homeless.
Well,
So that's why I'm
there's
trying
other
to.
issues, you know, like
Other-
stuff that I
Other
can't-
issues for what?
Yeah. There's a lot of issues that have happened here that just get swept under the rug.
Well,
It's
have you
just
put
bullshit.
grievances in? Because I asked you to come to me.
Grievances don't get me anywhere. You probably haven't even gotten any of them.
No, because I
See?
asked you over 2 months ago to bring them to me.
Well, I just give them to people and expect them that they get to you.
I told you
That's-
that they wouldn't. I told you had to come to me. And even
Well,
still,
you know, the
grievances
thing
does
is-
not.
Right.
Grievances isn't going to cover those things. So
No.
anyway, going back to this,
Yes.
they have told me that if that's what you decide to do, if you don't decide to move in with her, and you do decide that
Well, that's
we
the
have to
thing.
do
It's not-
alternative
it's not a-
placement,
It's not a choice.
it is a choice.
No, listen, can you listen? It's not a choice of whether or not I move in with her. For me, that's all up to her.
To who?
To Amanda.
Oh, your girlfriend.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just
Right,
letting
that's
you
what I'm
know
just-
that Krista has agreed to allow, I shouldn't say Krista, I should say Magnolia.
Right, but it's
has
Krista.
allowed, well, not really. The lawyers
No,
are involved,
right,
there's
but
other people,
it's
APS.
Krista.
It's not really Krista. I mean, Krista looks at numbers all day long. So she's looking at the fact that your rent's not paid. She's looking at those things. So, and you're not the only one that has to deal with this right now. But Magnolia has offered to let you forego your rental responsibility for January to keep for yourself so that you can use that for whatever housing you may end up needing, whether it's housing we set up or whether it's housing that you and your girlfriend decide that you can have. But I would encourage you
So
to,
basically, I'm leaving in 15 days. Is that what you're saying?
as of tomorrow, it'll be 15 days.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
And I have nothing to say or do about it.
Well, what you can do is determine how and when. So you can determine if you have, the reason I'm bringing up your
No,
girlfriend at
I
all is because you
appreciate you
mentioned
coming.
that.
Yeah. No,
And
I appreciate
I
you
don't
coming
want-
and talking to me.
I
do, and I hope you don't think I'm being like aggressive.
No.
or assault, 'cause
I
I'm
just don't want you to, I don't want me being calm to make light of it, because it's not a light situation. But I also want you to have the ability to keep her, because I know that's important to you. And so I'm trying to find a middle ground of You have to be out in 15 days. They're not gonna weigh on that. So that's going through lawyers, whatever.
So
But as
even-
far as where,
even with, I have to have an eviction notice.
I have to give that to you tomorrow. That's why I'm telling
Right,
you. Yeah.
but then that's
So it
a
would be
15-day
15
notice
days.
to quit, and then you have to give me a 30-day notice.
No, because it's an emergency discharge.
What do you mean emergency discharge?
So the way that it works, the new regulations.
Thank you for explaining.
Yeah,
this.
have you read the new regulations? They just came out with it in September.
Right, I see.
So the new regulations as of 2025 September is that we have to give a 15-day notice with alternative placement. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's the rule. So that's what we're going to do. But if it were an emergency discharge, right? For example, you were sick, something came up, if the company feels like you're at risk to yourself or others, there's like a list of things that the regulations, and you can look it up online, but there's a list on there of the different things for emergency discharge. So all we're responsible
there's
for.
nothing I can do, I will be able to do to survive on the street.
There's what?
Nothing I can really do to survive on the street without a place to stay.
Well, that's why they don't want you to face homelessness, right? Or they would have already done this by now. Because this is like a dance you guys do. I feel like every month you're on my list of
Yeah, I know.
this conversation.
This is, I know this is nothing to you, but Kristen and I had, a relationship, verbal talking and stuff, and she was supposed to sit down and talk with me and work all these things out about me buying my own food, to
She's
a
not
certain
going to do
extent.
that because
No,
it goes
this
by
is-
regulation.
No, this is what she told me, okay?
Well, she was probably
This-
mistaken.
I'm just telling you what I
Yeah.
was told by her. I
Right.
mean, I have the texts.
Yeah. But I
and
would
stuff.
say that
And I'm just telling you that, I went by what she promised me.
right.
I went
But
by
this
her
is-
word
this is
because
since then,
she's the
though.
owner. No, this was just October.
Right. But
Right.
but those are individual grievances.
No,
She-
this is what, these are things she was telling me.
Right, but what
And
I'm
we're
saying
gonna
is
sit down and
even
work
if
them out.
even if you purchased your own food, even if you did those things, you're still behind on rent. They still don't want the dog here regardless, right? You're still, even after our meeting with the lawyers and the APS, you're still letting other people take care of the dog.
I let one person
It
take her
doesn't matter.
outside with me.
The
And
state
that was all right.
I know, but the state is not okay with that
Well, then,
because it puts them at risk.
Puts
So,
them at
hold on, I just have to see if the tow
yeah,
truck
no,
actually-
that's fine. So I got 15 days to find a place to live. You're telling me.
Well, we have to find you a place to live. It's our responsibility. You could help with that,
Well,
but it's our responsibility to find safe placement for you. Which, to be honest, if you're gonna keep your rent money, it could be a hotel.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing a hotel because I'm gonna be homeless as soon as I run out of money. Don't even.
Well, technically,
no.
as soon as you ran out of money, you should have been not allowed to stay here. But they still allowed it because of the way that the law is written.
Well, I've been paying you guys every penny I can.
Well,
Is that your tow truck?
I think so. I'm trying to find out who they are.
All right. What time do you get here?
He said 8:05, but it's 8:15 now.
Is it that late?
I know. Snuck up on us. Oh,
See,
triple
is this all
A.
because I wouldn't change rooms? Or this was gonna happen
No, but you do
anyways?
need to change. If you weren't going to be discharged in 15 days, you would. The only reason you haven't moved rooms yet is because I haven't been here.
Well, the thing is...
I would have packed your shit up and moved you to a different room the first day. Arriving
it's-
soon. Where even is that? Where's the Belfast airport?
Right across the way.
Okay,
So he's at
coming
the
right
center
now.
section right up here.
Well,
So I'll come down and talk to